So for this video segment, we're going to kind of explore the worst case scenario of what are the worst possible expectations we can have if things don't turn out the way we expect them to. So first I'm going to provide sort of a background, an economic background, and then go into some specifics of reasons why uh, collaboration among libraries have decreased in this scenario. So with that being said, in this worse than expected scenario, Colorado and the world economy are in the depths of a double dip recession, bringing many local governments to the brink of bankruptcy. With the bursting of the higher education bubble, it caused many colleges and universities to scramble to remain solvent. These institutions are faced with lower collapse enrollments, non existent state funding, and with reduced federal and state guarantees for student loans. Youth have stopped attending colleges and universities. These funding gaps have resulted in many library services cutbacks, along with library closures within the state. The increased income disparities between the rich and the rest have caused more instability among all layers and levels of society. Information access and availability for the poor middle class is decreasing. As they become digitally disadvantaged, they cannot afford or access these premium information services. In the previous summer of 2016, a rural library near Rush, Colorado was burned to the ground in the now yearly wildfires that continue to plague our state. Politically, the resurgence of reactionary groups that started in the early 2010 with the Teabagger movement, and which later galvanized after the successful recall election of 2013, have challenged the necessity of taxpayer-funded libraries. As a result of this increased political pressure, many suburban branch and rural libraries have been shuttered or have had their hours, staff, and resources severely reduced. In the remaining libraries, morale among librarians and staff is at an all-time low, with layoffs and salary reductions the new normal. With library vendors fighting over the scraps of technology funding, most of the libraries that are left cannot afford, let alone support, these expensive systems. As a consequence, they are forced to use now decades-old MARC-based OPACs for their continuously shrinking collections. With bankruptcy and dissolution of many regional library consortium, formerly efficient interlibrary loan processes now take weeks instead of days. Academic and popular publishers have successfully lobbied the United States Congress to rescind all open access mandates and to privatize more government information into silos with access to only paid subscribers. Open source is a marginal force in libraries, having never lived up to its hype, with most libraries lacking any desire to collaborate with other libraries, especially regarding experimental projects or initiatives.